Yeah.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to get that in the broadcast because I didn't. I literally just started the broadcast, so.
Oh, I should be fine.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so does anyone want to give like a quick relapse of what happened in the scenario? Just like a
I
quick
don't mind.
summary and.
Yeah, I can do that. Or like we kind of discussed, Ruby, just I guess the problems that are facing the campers right now. Uh, the problems that they're facing are that it's cold. The temperature in the daytime and the nighttime is ranging from 25 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty cold.
Mhm.
Their canoes were destroyed in the rapids. One of the campers suffered a broken leg. Let's see here. They lost a lot of their possessions, including their flashlight, first aid kit, most of their food, clothing's wet. So they're in really bad conditions with not having the proper equipment.
Awesome. Thank you, Albert. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Amanda, or do you think?
The fact that 30% of the terrain is water, so how are they going to get across the terrain? And the nearest town was well over 20 miles away.
Yeah, so they're facing a rough situation right now. Okay, let's see. It says, what are the first actions that must be taken?
I think they first are going to have to secure the broken leg, and create some sort of carrying device or way to get that person to go along with them. And I also think that they're going to have to do something with their wounds. Like it said that they had, you know, and stuff. So I was thinking like alcohol proof would be for dressing wounds. Like at least putting on the alcohol would kill an infection. That's what I was immediate need would be to treat the wounds.
Yes, thank you. Adding to what you said, I feel like they also need to, like the people that are, that aren't that hurt or whatnot, they need to find a way to fix their canoes and like they need to send some people for help as soon as, they can.
I didn't even think about sending anyone for help. I just wrong though. Yeah, because with a person with a broken leg, they probably should have somebody stay with that person because you're not going to travel very far with a broken leg. But I didn't even think about breaking up the group. I thought, the 6 would stay together, but maybe not.
What do you think, Albert?
Oh, everything that you both mentioned were the things that I thought should be addressed first.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so what are the key items needed? I think we kind of discussed a little bit about it. Amanda mentioned treating the wounds with alcohol, and I think it was you, Albert, that said that their nights were super like cold and stuff, so they need stuff to like keep warm so they won't freeze to death and stuff.
Among also one of the top items, the fanny pack with food. So the little food that they still have is really important to keep.
Exactly.
And I also put among the top items the water purification tablets to make sure that they have clean water to use, treat their wounds, and to drink as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so now we're supposed to look at. Did you guys have a chance to fill out the chart?
Yeah, I've done that. I will. Let me bring that up. Let me pull up my chart, and then I need to make sure my baby didn't get outside. So I'll be right back. But I'll pull up that chart.
All right, so right now we're supposed to like share answers, I guess, and then we're supposed to fill out our group ranking as well. So I don't know if we should do that together, like all together, like all at once, or how you guys want to do that. I honestly don't.
Yeah, we have to do it together, I think. Can you guys still see me even though I'm off the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not seeing you guys because I'm signing in. But
Okay, I have mine pulled up as well. So how should we share this, or how should we?
Gosh, it's taking forever to pull.
I think I just froze. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, my screen's completely froze, but I guess we're still getting audio, so that's good.
Yes. Should we just like go down and like
Yeah, I can hear you.
just read off the numbers, like the first one's fanny pack, and then it's plastic covered map of regions. So should we just go like 1, 9, just like read off the numbers we have?
I think so, and then once we've all read our numbers, we can kind of agree as a group, or for the most part, kind of agree how we would rank each individual item.
Mm-hmm.
My computer is.
Do you guys want me to go first, or does anyone want to go first?
You can go first, Ruby. That's fine.
Okay, so 1, 9, 8, 10, 5, 11, 2,
Okay.
3, 14, 7,
My internet is not working. I don't know what's going on.
7, 6, 12, 4, and 13.
My internet's not loading.
Amanda, were you able to hear Ruby's responses?
I could, but my internet won't. It's not loading. I'm trying to get on so I can access the service. It's not letting me.
Okay.
Not letting me on my phone either, so it's not the computer. It's the connection.
Oh darn.
So you're not able to access your responses then, Amanda?
I'm working on it. Prayer. Okay, finally brought that up. Okay. There you go. Finally pulled it up. I'm going to lesson 10. It's pulling up the wilderness survival document. Right. This isn't the right one. Hopefully this is it now.
Okay.
Oh, the right one. I'm frustrated. Again. Guys, I did this activity and it didn't save. I even was in the quiz and it didn't save my. I suppose it's possible that I forgot to save my answers. But that's it. I'm saving it. Okay, here. Finally. Okay, so all right. Okay, so how do we, so how do we tally this? I know, like, how do we find, oh, I see. Okay, so we're supposed to most important and number them as a group.
Yeah.
Okay, so did everybody think that the Frisbee was number 14?
I actually put the broken fishing poles at number 14.
And then I put those. Oh, I can't even see them. Hold on, let me make this bigger. I put that number 10.
It may be kind of silly, but I was thinking that the Frisbee could be used as like a plate for food if they didn't have anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the
Right.
Frisbee would be pretty useless. I would agree with that.
So I think what we're supposed to do is supposed to decide on as a group the order that we would do, and we're each supposed to argue our point as to why we think that that's the next most important thing.
Yeah.
What you guys got? So who?
Yeah,
What
we
did
don't
everybody?
necessarily have to immediately agree. It's just kind of the general consensus. Like we may not absolutely agree on the number one, but if we could pull together as a group and decide, okay, I think this would probably be the best thing.
Okay, so what does everybody have for number one?
I put the sleeping bags as number one.
What did you have, Ruby?
For number 1,
Huh?
I put the fanny pack of food.
So, hey, why did everybody put that for the first thing?
For the sleeping bags, I wanted to make sure that everyone stayed warm to not get cold, especially at night.
And I put the fanny pack of food as my number 1 because I don't know, I guess food is important.
So I'm not a wilderness person, but I put the matches because I was looking around at the whole scheme of things. I was looking at if you don't have matches to build a fire, sleeping bags, especially if you're in wet clothes, aren't going to do much good for warmth. But a fire will get you a lot further for warmth than sleeping bags will get you. That's why I put matches first. I also put matches first because to me it was more important than water purification tablets, because if you have a fire, then you can purify your water by boiling out the bacteria. So that's why I did matches as first, because it said the matches were dry. I figure it's May, that you're going to be able to find some dry wood and build a fire to keep warm. And once that fire is going, you should be able to keep that fire going, especially in the area that you're at. There's going to be plenty of keep that fire going. That's why the matches were most important to me above all other things. Granted, this list was so to decide to make that decision. So yeah, we.
Oh, I absolutely agree with what you said, Amanda. In fact, I mean, a lot of these items, they're so important that you kind of really need all of them. So it's hard to really rank them.
Yeah.
But that being said,
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 items that we mentioned, fanny pack, the matches, and the sleeping bags, all of them ranked in my top 5. So I
Yeah.
would be okay with ranking them in whatever order we want to. Preferably the top 5 for all those 3, but it doesn't really matter to me per se.
Okay. What do you think, Ruby?
Well, same. I feel like they're the top, like, 3 necessities, I guess we could say.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a list on my thing of, like, what the experts say. So it's kind of like I was way off on all of them. But
we need to do our group ranking
yeah,
first, before we do the expert.
Exactly. We need to do the group ranking before I reveal the expert ranking. So what do you guys think should be number one?
Well, I like Amanda's argument, so I probably would go ahead and be okay with putting matches at number one as a group. If you're okay with that too, Ruby.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay with that, Ruby?
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do matches as number one. And then I put down water purification tablets as 2, because you know how they say you can I mean I would put it as 2 for a group ranking, because you know how you can go out or you can go longer without food than without
Food,
water.
but not water. That was my second also, was water purification tablets.
Okay,
Mine too.
would you be
Mine too,
okay
so
with-
it works out pretty good.
okay, perfect.
Okay, so yours was also, so we all agreed on the second. Okay, so then the fanny pack of third.
Okay, that's
I
good.
Fanny Pack third as well.
Okay. So now
Third,
4.
Albert.
Do you guys want to do what's our 4th?
For me, I had put down the whiskey to be able to treat wounds.
That
I
was
had
actually my.
number 4.
So my 4th was the sleeping bags, but the whiskey was my 7th. So I'm okay with either as number 4. What do you guys want to do?
For me personally, I thought the sleeping bags actually were more important than the whiskey. So I probably, even though I had ranked the sleeping bags as number 1 for me, I'd probably be okay with putting it at number 4.
Ruby, how do you feel about sleeping bags for number 4?
I'm good with either that or the whiskey being number 4.
Let's do sleeping bags at 4.
Alrighty, so sleeping bags. And then are we doing the whiskey 5?
Yeah, that could work.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So for 6, I had down the matches, which we are doing at number 1. Let's see. What did you guys have for number 6?
The map, so you could know where you're going, but we haven't done the compass yet, and a map's going to be useless without a compass.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I had
compass at number 6 myself.
Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and do that. So after the compass, would you guys say we would do the map?
Yeah.
So we'll do the compass for next, and then the map after that.
Yeah, so compass is 6, and then 7 is map. And then I have, for number 8, I have the 6 personal flotation devices.
That was my number 8 as well.
For my number 8, I actually had the wet clothes, hoping that they would dry. but the flotation devices were my number 9, so I'd be okay putting it at number 8.
Okay, great.
So the flotation devices is 8.
Yes.
My next thing was the paracord, because I've heard, like, I've seen people, like wilderness survival people, make paracord into like bracelets, and they say that that's essential. And I was thinking that can be used for all kinds of things, like possibly even like rappelling down a steep surface if necessary. But I didn't really know what else it was used for. I just know that wilderness people like paracords. That was my next thing.
And is that the parachute cord?
Yeah.
Okay. I had duct tape after that, so I had it for 9.
Duct tape was my next thing on the list after I thought if you need, like, essentially if you need to tie sticks together, or like if you need to build a fort to keep you sheltered from the weather, it's going to come. So that was my next one after the paracord was. So either fine with me.
I had put duct
tape
as my number 10, so that ranks pretty good if we put it at number 9, I think.
I mean, I can duct tape as 9 then, and then paracord is 10.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and then we have insect repellent, yellow frisbee set of clothes, and 2 broken fishing poles left. So I would do the 2 fishing poles at 11. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not.
I kind of am along the lines of Albert, is they're broken. So they're
Okay.
useless. Some value, you could use the duct tape to try to fix some fish, because there should be abundant fishing there,
Possibly, yeah.
which could, so maybe
Yeah,
thought
whatever
that they
you
were the next to most.
So what are we doing for 11 again?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
It's up to you guys. Let's see, because the set of clothes is pretty important too. I mean,
Do that for 11 then, is the clothes?
yeah, I think we should do that. 11 for clothes. Is that okay with you, Albert?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. And then 12, do we want it to be insect repellent, yellow frisbee, or 2 fishing poles?
I probably would put the insect repellent at number 12.
Insect. That's what I did.
So insect repellent
Yeah.
for 12? Okay, and then should we do the fishing poles or the yellow frisbee for 13?
Well, I like Amanda suggesting that the fishing poles could be potentially repaired with the duct tape. So I probably, again, would probably, even though initially I put the frisbee ahead of the broken fishing poles, I probably would switch the order now.
Okay, perfect.
And put frisbee last.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so we both, or so we all of us are on the same page, I'm going to go down. So we have 3, 7, 8, 13, 11, 14, 2, 9, 5, 12, 1, 10, 6, and 4, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Okay, now I'm about to read you guys the experts.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Okay, so number
Okay,
1,
Ruby.
so duct tape, guys.
Serious?
Really?
Yeah. They're like, this is the most essential thing because it is the only way to repair the canoe. It can be used to patch up the 10 teach and to fix the broken gunwales. Other uses for tape, which experts say is essential on any such trip, is to repair the fishing poles, like Amanda said, and to use with large sticks to set a temporary split for the broken bone. Lastly, it can be used to fashion a makeshift pan to boil the water. However, caution must be used to keep the tape far away from the flame and to not allow the water to get so hot that the adhesive will melt. Okay, so number 2 is the personal floating devices.
Wow.
And the reason for that is these are useful mostly because they help keep the body where they can be worn as vests to keep the torso warm or used as sit pages or pillows on wet or clogged ground. Right now the clothes are all wet. Even when PFDs are wet, they still provide warmth. So number 3 is map of the area.
Really?
Yes. I'm telling you guys, we were like way off.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. If I'm ever in a situation, I'm going to die.
Essential for the 2 people striking out to get help. It would be almost impossible to navigate out of lakes and to a road without the map. The plastic coaching also makes the map useful as a makeshift umbrella. So number 4 is the sleeping bags.
Hey, we got that right.
Yeah.
Right? Important to keep warm for both paddlers as well as those staying behind. Even though the bags are wet, they still provide some warmth since they are synthetic. It is important to dry them out as soon as possible, though. The bags can be used day or night for warmth. So number 5 is matches.
Okay.
To start a fire as soon as a drizzle or rain stops and begin drying out the clothes. The extra sets can be dried out and put on at the same time that some people strip down and get into the sleeping bags while their clothes dry. Fires can be started from the plentiful wood pieces in the area. Birch bark is used as a fire starter. The first is important for cooking purposes, also as well as providing warmth for the group. If the weather had not started to drizzle and looked like it was going to rain soon, then the matches would have been number 3 in order to get clothes and sleeping bags dry, especially for those leaving. Okay, so number 6 is the food, so the fanny pack.
Okay.
Though there isn't much, it will still be very helpful. It must be divided and rationed so that it doesn't run out quickly. For those staying behind, it is hoped that within a day, fish can be caught. However, in the meantime, the food that remains should somehow be protected from bears. So number 7 is the extra clothes, the extra set of wet clothes. So when it stops raining, the extra clothes need to be dried out, and 3 of the remaining people can wear them. This greatly helps chances of survival for keeping dry, increasing warmth. Dry clothes are even more important than securing additional food to eat. Wow.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. So number 8 is the fishing poles.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Once the duct tape is used, the poles should be fit for fishing in the lake. Fish can be caught and cooked over the fire. A stick may be used as a spit to roast the fish, or a makeshift pan from duct tape can boil the fish. So number 9 is the parachute cord. We were close on that one. This may be used as a line to dry clothes. Through bushes can be used too to secure the food in a tree away from the bears. And if the duct tape runs out, the cord can be used for splintering or for splinting the leg and for repairing the gunwales on the canoe. Okay, so number 10 is insect.
I can't hear you now.
Sorry.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
me
lost
now?
audio too.
Yeah, I heard you say number 10 and that was it.
Okay, so yeah, that's why I was like, are you guys still there? So number 10 was an insect repellent.
Okay.
And it's for the protection from the mosquitoes and black flies, which are both persistent and thick, as well as wood ticks, deer ticks, which often spread Lyme disease. Were you guys able to hear me all right for that
Yeah.
one? Okay, perfect. So 11 is a water purifying tablets. They're mainly important because the water in these areas often not clean. However, the disease to worry about the most is Giardia, a protozoa in the water. It takes 2 weeks to take effective in the body. By that time, everyone should be home and can be treated. Water can also be boiled.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so 12 is the yellow frisbee. So it was brought for recreation. It actually has some survival value. One use is to heat water in it, being careful that the heat does not melt the plastic. Fish can be boiled in it as well as hard candies and water to provide a warm liquid for the group. The frisbee can be used to fan the fire through blowing on it works too, and it can be used for recreation and to ease tension. So number 13 is a compass. This is not as important as other items because the paddlers are well equipped to navigate the lakes with the map. And then the last one is the whiskey. So, some say this is useful for energy or to keep warm, but actually it has the opposite effect, and it should only be used as last resort for pain, broken bone, because alcohol causes dehydration and hypothermia, getting colder. After drinking alcohol, the blood capillaries expand, and initially the driver feels warm. However, heat is actually being lost, and later there is a sudden feeling of very cold.
They didn't
Okay.
say anything about it, treating wounds with it, because that's what you do with wounds. You can put alcohol on them and it will help prevent infection.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It just, that's what it says. I'm literally reading it off the thing.
Oh, I believe you. I'm surprised.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm just reading it off. But okay, so now we're supposed to discuss the expert rankings. So what was significantly different from the group rankings and the expert rankings?
All of it.
Well, especially yeah, the whiskey and the compass. I think we're some of the biggest like huge discrepancies between us and the experts.
And the tape
Yeah.
too, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone thought tape was that important until, yeah. So, and then it asks if we have any similarities. So we got
The
one
sleep
right. We got this.
and the paracord.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Wait, let's see. Let me read you guys off the list to see if I got it right, or if we all have the same thing, so it starts off with 6, 3, 2, 8, 7, 12, 11, 1, 14, 10, 5, 9, 13, and 4. Is that what you guys have?
Yeah. We were close with the frisbee.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
close to frisbee. Let's see. Okay. What can we glean from this experience?
The things seem a limited view.
I think
For others out there
Oh,
who
sorry.
have you that that you can rely on to consult with, because they know more about what they're doing than you do, and if you listen to them, you're going to have. Did you hear that?
Oh, sorry, Amanda. It kind of cut out at the very end. I didn't hear the last part.
I said, if you listen to those who have more knowledge than you, you'll have better results.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What I kind of got out of it was to take advantage of what we have and use it to the best that we can. Again, with the case of the fishing poles, I would have just discarded them altogether. I wouldn't even thought that it could have been repaired. So I think looking for things like that where we can actually take something and use it to our advantage, even if it doesn't necessarily appear that way.
Yeah. What do you think,
Awesome.
Ruby?
Thank you guys for your answers. Well, yeah, I agree with what you guys said. And adding to that, I really like how on the explanations of the experts, they said, which one was it? Let's see, for the personal flotation devices. So I never really thought of how, because I thought they would be only useful like if they were gonna go in the water, but I never really thought of how they could be used as like vests to keep your torso warm and stuff. So I feel like that's just something I would have never thought of. And I feel like just going all over all of these, like you said, Amanda, I'm not a very outdoorsy person either, so I would have died, honestly. So I feel like just having this knowledge is good if we're ever, like caught in a situation. I mean, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't, but if it ever does happen, at least, we'll be a little more prepared than if we had, but let's see. So now we're supposed to finalize our table scores.
Okay.
So this is where Albert's gonna come in because I don't understand how to do it. So
So
Okay, so
we're
basically,
supposed to use.
oh, sorry, go ahead, Amanda. Sorry.
Oh no, I cut in. You go.
Oh no, I mean, Ruby and I briefly discussed it before you joined on because we were a little confused, but I believe if you just go off of the numbers we have, the formulas for subtraction, you can find each individual column. Say, for example, individual column A, you would just take your rankings, subtracting the expert rankings, and then you would just fill it in individually as you got it. So, for example, for me, I put the fanny pack at number 3. The expert ranking would be 6. So for that one, I would get a -3.
And there was something that says use absolute number. Yeah, so don't use the negative. You just use the number that you get. You take off the negative.
Oh, okay.
That
so,
was in
so
there
just
somewhere.
use a 3.
oh, okay, I get what you guys are. Okay, sounds good. So should we take the time right now and fill out our individual error or whatever, and then we'll go ahead and do group error together?
Sure, we can do that. Or if you want to just do group error now as a group, and then we can do our individuals later. I don't know if Henry wanted us to do it a specific way.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you. Do we want to divide it and like do there's 14 and then do we each want to like take 5? Or should we do it together? How do you guys want to do it?
We can just do it together really quick.
Okay, sounds good. So C minus D.
I already did the group.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So the fanny pack would be 3. The plastic covered map would be 4. The flotation device would be 6. The broken fishing poles would be 5. The clothes would be 4. The frisbee would be 2. The water tablets would be 9. The duct tape would be 8. The whiskey would be 9. The insect repellent would be 2. The matches would be 4. The paracord would be 1. The compass would be 7. And the sleeping bags would be 0.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you, Amanda.
Going to be different on F.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we would have different ones because of our individual ones.
Okay, is that everything we're supposed to do? And then
I think so. Was there anything else on the instructions for the group leader, Ruby?
give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, let's see. All group members. Okay, yeah, so no negative numbers. Okay, so I'm supposed to ask you guys for your individual scores, but we haven't calculated them yet. So
Oh, yeah, that would be just adding up all the numbers in that column to get your individual record, the individual score, the group score, and the persuasion score.
because here, let me read you what it says. It says, ask students for their individual scores, calculate your group's average member score by finding the average of the individual scores. Make note of this number. Okay, so I'm supposed to keep track of so I'm supposed to find the average of the 3 of us. So I kind of need everyone's numbers for that one. And
okay.
then it says also the best member score and the lowest individual score. Ask the group member with the best member score for their persuasion score. This is called the member's persuasion score. Decide if your group had process gain. If your group score was lower than the average member score, then you did have process gain. If it was higher, then you did not. Okay, so yeah, I feel like we have to fill this out. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no problem.
All right, so we'll just take a couple minutes to fill this out.
Okay, I have my scores ready.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get a piece of paper to write this down. Okay, Amanda, what was your score? What was
The individual score, the group score, the persuasion score.
your individual score?
Again?
Your individual score?
62.
62, okay. Albert, do you have yours yet?
Yeah, mine was 64.
64, okay. And then I just need to add mine up. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so mine was 62.
Cool.
Okay, so Albert, you have the highest. Let's see. So I need you to, if you could please give me your.
Oh, so you take the highest of the individual score.
Yeah, so. Okay, so I need your persuasion score. And then Amanda, you and I tied, so I don't know what I would do there.
Okay, my persuasion score was 15.
Okay. And then. Okay, Amanda, do you know yours?
I can't hear you, Ruby.
Do you know your persuasion score?
I can't hear you.
Oh, Amanda, can you hear me? Ruby, we can try messaging Amanda if she can't quite hear the audio, like in the group chat message box.
Okay, wait, I'm reading this. I just need your persuasion score. I don't need hers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine was 15.
15, okay. And then decide if your group had process gain. So if your group score was lower than the average member score, then you did have a process gain. So how do I find the average member score?
For individually, all of us together?
Yeah. Just add
Okay,
them
we
up
just
and then
we add
divide it
up
by 3.
the three numbers, 64, 64, and 6. I'm sorry, 62, 62, and 64, and then divide that by
And then
3.
divide by 3, right? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay, I think that's everything I have, and then I have to submit that information. So I think I got it. That's all I need from you guys.
Okay. Yeah, our average is a 62.6666.
That's our average, 62.
0.6666,
Thank you.
or just 62.6.
Okay, and then decide if your group had, so did we have a process gain?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ruby. Can you explain the process gain one more time?
So if your group score was lower than the average member score, then you did have a process gain. If it was higher, you did not. So
Our group score
our,
was higher than the average. Yeah.
yeah, so we did not, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did not have a process gain. Okay, awesome. Well, if there's anything else you guys want to say, or do you think we're done?
I think we're good. So, like you said, we're all supposed to submit our own individual copy of the
Yes.
Word document, right? Okay.
Yeah. And then I will send the broadcast. Can you remind me how to do it again? I've never done it because, yeah. So I
Oh,
just stop the broadcast and then I go on to the video, right? And then I just submit I just copy the link, right?
yeah. So as soon as you stop it, it's going to save it to your YouTube account. So then just
Uh-huh.
copy the URL at the top, and then you can post that on the message board.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you guys for being here and actively participating.
Oh, you're welcome, Ruby. And also, just really quick, next week we don't meet as a group because of Thanksgiving.
Yes, sounds good.
Okay, and it looks like Amanda already logged off. So just happy Thanksgiving, Ruby.
Okay, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you the week after next week. We'll see each
Okay,
other.
sounds good. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You too. Thanks, Ruby.
You're welcome. Bye.